Hello and welcome to Maths by SAS. This is my 10th lesson of D2 chapter number 6 exercise 6a, that is about simplification of algebraic fractions. In this lesson I will solve intermediate level question number 6 that says simplify each of the following. Before going to the lesson, I just want to say that for better understanding of this lesson you should have the command on the multiplication and division law of indices with same basis, methods of factorization, and hit and trial method. If you find any difficulty for the methods of factorization or hit and trial method, I'll give the link in the description box. You can watch the lesson from there for better understanding of the lesson. Let's move to first part of the question. First part of the question is 3ps upon 4pqr divided by 3pq square upon 12pqq multiplied by 14s square upon 7qr. First of all, we can see the question is containing division sign at this place. We have to change this division sign into multiplication sign, and we have to take the reciprocal of the fraction which is after division sign. So it will take the form 3ps upon 4pqr multiplied by, now what I have to do, I have to take the reciprocal, and according to that the denominator will become numerator and numerator will become denominator, and I will write 12 p cube q multiplied by 3 p and q square multiplied by 14 s square upon 7 qr. It's better to write the constants coefficients in the beginning. So I will write 3 dot stands for multiplication multiplied by 12 multiplied by 14 upon 4 into 3 into 7. Let's move to the variable terms. We can see that this p is same in the numerator and denominator. I can simplify at this stage. Now I will left with s multiplied by p cube q multiplied by s square. Moving to the denominator, I will left with qr multiplied by p q square and multiplied by qr. First, simplify the constant coefficients. Like 3 can be simplified with this 3 ones are 3 ones are 3, 7 ones are and 7 twos are 14, and 4 ones are and 4 threes are. So 2 multiplied by 3 will give me 6. So it will be 6. Now we can see that s is multiplied by s square in the numerator. So we can apply multiplication law of indices with same basis, and it will become s cube multiplied by p cube multiplied by q upon the denominator q multiplied by q square multiplied by q raised to power of 1 multiplied by q raised to power of 2 multiplied by q raised to power of 1. Multiplication law of indices will say that it will become q raised to power of 4, and then I have p alone and r multiplied by r will give me r square. R multiplied by r will give me r square. Let's move to the simplification of this variable terms. We do not have any s term in the denominator, so s cube will be coming as it is. Looking at p terms, we can see that p cube is divided by p. So according to division law of indices with same basis, it will become p3 minus 2, that is p square. Now we can see that q has the power 1 in the numerator and q has power 4 in the denominator. So I will apply the division law of indices with same basis, and I'll bring the smaller index towards larger index and I'll subtract it. So q4 minus 1 will be q cube, and r is alone in the denominator multiplied by r square. So the final answer will be p 6 into p square s cube upon q cube and r square. I hope you are clear about this question. Let's move to the next question. Next question is 3w minus 7 upon 5w cube divided by 21 minus 9w upon 27w. Question is containing deviant sign. So first of all, I have to change this deviant sign into multiplication sign. Deviant sign into multiplication sign, and I have to take the reciprocal of the fraction which is after deviant sign. So it will take the form 3w minus 7 upon 5w cube multiplied by 27w upon 21 minus 9w. Okay, now what we have to do, we can see that 21 minus 9w, I can extract 3 as a common factor. So it will become 3w minus 7 upon 5w cube multiplied by 27w. Take 3 as the common factor. So when I'll extract 3 as the common factor out, it will become 7 minus 3w. 7 minus 3w. Now 3 and 27 can be simplified. 3 ones are and 3 nines are. So for the constant coefficients, I will left with 9 by 5. 9 by 5. And if you look at w and w cube, I can apply Devian law of indices with same basis, and I'll bring this smaller index, that is 1, towards a larger index, and it will become 3 minus 2w square. Now if we look at 3w minus 7 upon 7 minus 3w, I hope the terms are same, but their ordering is not same. In order to make the ordering same, what I have to do, I have to pull out minus sign as a common factor from the denominator, and I will write 3w minus 7 upon 3w minus 7. Now I can simplify this 3w minus 7 by 3w minus 7, and my final answer will be minus 9 by 5w square, or I can write it in the form minus 9 upon 5w square. I hope you are clear about this question. Let's move to the next question. Next question is 6x square y upon 16y minus 8x multiplied by 12x minus 24y upon 4xy square. If we look at the denominator, of first fraction, we can take 8 as a common factor, and if we look at the numerator of second fraction, we can pull out 12. So first of all, we have to simplify these two expressions. 6 into x square y, extract 8 out, and my question will take the form, when 8 is out, 16y 2y minus x multiplied by 12, extract 12 out, and x minus 2y upon 4 into xy square. Now what we can do, we can simplify this. 4 ones are 4 and 4 threes are 12, and 2 threes are and 2 fours are 8, and from constant coefficients I will left with 9 by 4, and if we look at x square upon x square upon x, I can apply the Devian law of indices with same basis, and it will become x. And if we look at y terms, y upon y square, again apply quotient law of indices with same basis, and as y has a larger part in the numerator, so it will take the form y. Now we are left with x minus 2y upon 2y minus x. Now again we have to make this part of the fraction same by pulling out minus sign as a common factor from the denominator. So my question will take the form minus 9x by 4y into x minus 2y upon x minus 2y. This is really important step. Now I can simplify it, I can cancel it, and this can be removed, and my final answer will be minus 9x by 4y. I hope you are clear about this question. Let's move to next part of the question, that is h square minus h minus 6 upon h square minus 9 multiplied by h square upon h square plus 2h. If we look at the numerator of first fraction, that is the application of midterm breakage. Now I have to make the factors of 6, that will be 2 and 3. Now set the factors in such a way that when I'm adding or subtracting, I'm getting minus 1, and when I'm multiplying, I'm getting minus 6. So minus 3 plus 2 will be the suitable choice. So write it in the form h square minus 3h plus 2h minus 6. Coming to the denominator, h square minus 9 is the application of difference between two squares, and I have to express it in form of the identity, that is a whole square minus 3 square multiplied by h square. And if you look at the denominator, h square upon h square plus 2h, I can see that h is the common factor. Extract it out, pull it out, and inside the bracket I will left with h plus 2. Coming to the next step, I have to make the groups of like terms in the numerator of first fraction to extract some number or letter as a common factor. From the first group, I can extract h out, and inside the bracket I will left with h minus 3. Then from the second group, plus 2 can be taken as a common factor, and inside the bracket I will left with h minus 3 upon a plus b multiplied by a minus b, because this is the application of difference between two squares, and a of the question is h. So h and b is 3, h plus 3 multiplied by h minus 3 multiplied by, now see that this h and h square can be simplified by the Divine law of indices with same basis, and it can be written as h upon h plus 2. I hope this step is clear to you. Now see, this h minus 3 is the common group. Extract it out, pull it out. So my next step will be h minus 3 multiplied by h plus 2 upon h plus 3 into h minus 3 multiplied by h upon h plus 2. Now it's time to simplify the like terms. Like we can simplify h plus 2 with h plus 2 and h minus 3 with h minus 3, and I'm left with h upon h plus 3. This is the final answer. I hope you are clear about this question. For next difficulty level, please catch me in the next class. Watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. Thank you very much.